What if I told you that the key to getting relief from tinnitus is really not about fixing your ears, but about fixing something else entirely? I know how strange it sounds when you wake up every day to absolutely relentless ringing, humming, or buzzing, or whatever your tinnitus might feel like. It's really, really important and crucial that you know that there's a mindset shift that completely changes how you experience and how tinnitus affects your life. And in today's video, I'm going to show you what this mindset shift is like, what it is like, how you can use it starting right now in order to go from bothersome to non-bothersome tinnitus. Welcome. Hi, my name is Tinnitus Coach Frieder. I'm a hearing aid user, a tinnitus coach, and the host of the mytinnitus.club community. I've helped hundreds of people go from bothersome to non-bothersome tinnitus and help them habituate and get them back into control and back into life. Let's talk about the shift that changed everything for me and for many other people just like you who are dealing with bothersome tinnitus. Let's be real. Most people think, if I can just find the right supplement or sound or pill or hearing aid or treatment, craniosacral therapy, physiotherapy, and so on and so forth, I'll be okay and my tinnitus will go away. But what happens? They try one thing after the next and the ringing stays, and so stay the anxiety, and it even builds. The frustration leads to feelings of feeling broken and hopeless, helpless, and angry and frustrated, which is, absolutely natural. I've been there, and many of the people that I work with have been there as well. Here's why that happens. Tinnitus isn't just a sound problem, as I say in every single one of my videos. It's a reaction problem. So your core problem is your brain tagging the sound as a threat, your nervous system responding to it as a threat in that way, and then it responds with anxiety, tension, and hypervigilance even on your tinnitus, right? So even if the volume doesn't particularly change, your suffering does based on how you relate to the sound, right? And here's the first thing that I want to give you that really changes the way we respond to tinnitus, in which you will be able to sort of letting go of like the constant need to control your tinnitus. And this is the one core shift that changes the whole equation of how you experience tinnitus. In order for me to get into it, I need you to think about how you usually relate to the tinnitus. Most people usually relate to tinnitus in this way. I need the sound to stop in order to stop fighting it. And what I would say to that is, instead of trying to constantly control your tinnitus, you learn to accept its presence, and you learn that your thoughts and feelings really are the problems that you have towards your tinnitus, and that you can absolutely have tinnitus without reacting to it, which is what most people who experience tinnitus actually do. If you look around, and most people who are habituated, they experience tinnitus, but they're 0% bothered by it, and they never really do anything in their life because of their tinnitus. They don't avoid things, they don't do certain things, they just live their life normally despite the presence of tinnitus. And that doesn't mean giving up at all. It doesn't mean that you give up on trying to get better. It means it's getting your life back even while tinnitus is still there. And that in turn will signal your brain, hey, I'm starting to do all the things that I need to do or want to be doing in my life with my tinnitus still being present. And when that happens, the propensity to simply check all the time in on your tinnitus, where is it now, can I hear it, can I not hear it, and so on and so forth, is a lot lower. Why? Because your brain stops treating tinnitus like an enemy. Your nervous system learns that you can absolutely be safe and relaxed despite the presence of your tinnitus. And here on my channel, I recently made a few videos, yoga nidra, so guided meditation and relaxation for your tinnitus. So you can teach your nervous system that you don't have to be anxious and that you can be relaxed even while having tinnitus. So the threat response then fades. you slowly become accustomed to the noise and it turns into background noise. A little bit like what I always say, do you hear the humming of your fridge when you have your coffee and your newspaper, or you read something on your phone in the morning? Do you hear the humming of your fridge? Potentially you can hear it, but you don't hear it. You know what I mean? Right? Because you're so used to the sound, you don't even notice that sound is there. And that is called habituation. And it's the most scientifically proven and backed path in order to get real and long-lasting relief. I made a video, probably most of you guys have seen it by now because I can't mention it enough. It's on the German ENT guidelines for the treatment of chronic tinnitus. And it says that habituation is achieved mostly by the following tools that I will now mention, and not by sound therapy, not by masking, not by herbal remedies, not how do you actually make this shift then? And now I want to get into some of the resources that all of these resources you can find inside our www.mytinnitus.club community as well. And if you want to, you can start with our free 4-day email course at habituate.online, or simply click the link in the show notes. So the first tool is mindfulness. You train your brain to simply experience the sound without reacting to it. We have a whole month of content just for mindfulness. Cognitive behavior therapy allows you to completely reframe the thoughts that you have towards your tinnitus that fuel the anxiety. Remember, it's not tinnitus, but the thoughts and feelings about tinnitus that you wish to remove. Acceptance and commitment therapy teaches you to let go of resistance and focus on the core values of your life, so that you learn and your brain starts to accept that you can have tinnitus by all means, but it not standing in the way of you living the way your life you wanted to live. And what's also really, really important is to have a support structure, to know that, having people who don't only rant about how terrible tinnitus is, but a support structure of people who go through this framework with you and a person that guides you through it. And I'm happy to be that person. I'm Tinnitus Coach Frieder. I was born deaf in my left ear. I have this hearing aid and severe high-pitched tinnitus in my remaining right ear for the past 10-15 years by now, right? It's been a long while. And this is the path that we follow inside mytinnitus.club. It's about, and this is always what I say, it's not about quick fixes. It's about actually and long-lasting tinnitus freedom, right? So I want to remember you one thing from this video, even if you don't remember much from this video. But if there's one thing that I want you to remember from this video, that you don't have to like your tinnitus, but you can learn not to fear it. And when the fear fades and this constant response of needing to avoid the tinnitus somehow, your life opens up again. And you're no longer struggling as much with the thoughts and feelings that come along with your tinnitus. Another suggestion, I have a video in the success stories videos where I interviewed Rick, who was a member of the community, who was severe medication addiction, severe anxiety, went off the medication, tinnitus got even worse, he couldn't do anything anymore, and within a few months in our club and community, he got significantly better, to the point where he says he claimed his life back. And you can watch that.
Yeah, I'd say I never thought it would happen. I was always thinking, like other people have said, oh boy, this is so bad. There's no way I'm going to habituate. And of course, that was one of the phrases that I had to correct myself for, because I can't tell the future. I'm so thankful, Frieder. You saved me. That's all I can say. You saved my life, and I'm
his
back to
life
living.
back. And you can watch that video as well. It's here on my YouTube channel. And then you can decide for yourself whether you want to be making that shift. Then you can either start with my free 4-day email habituation course that you can get at habituate.online, or you directly go to www.mytinnitus.club and join us for the full 3-month program and community support in there. Honestly, my bet for you is don't wait for a cure, because even if we see positive results on reduction of tinnitus when we restore the hearing loss with gene and stem cell therapy, we don't see a complete elimination. And I'm telling you one thing, you can react very severely to very low tinnitus, and you can react absolutely not at all to very severe tinnitus. So I've seen it all, and I want to tell you, like, please don't wait for some cure and put your life on hold, because life happens now. And yeah, this is my advice to you. I hope it's been helpful and useful. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Subscribe if you find that helpful. If you believe in doing this in a more structured way without having to sell you thousands of dollars worth of hearing aids. Of course, if you need hearing aids, go to your ENT and get some fitted, but you don't need thousands of dollars worth of Bluetooth hearing aids with all these specs and props. Normal hearing aids will do it too. My name is Tinnitus Coach Frieder. I'll see you in the next video. Like, comment, and share if this was useful. And I thank you for your support. Goodbye.